So I will go ahead. Again, Nugget Day, 2020 Draft Day and rules. For those who are not familiar, I will be going over this season. Season 6 is Team Nugget Day. So we do have team captains for this. First off, the first rule is that all must compete 40 nuggets per person, which means there's a total of 360 nuggets per team and 720 between both. This year, we do have the Ghost Pepper minimum, which means that since Conrad won last season, he is going to have a lower minimum of 24, while Team Andrew has to have 40 Ghost Pepper nuggets. The team must finish the Ghost Pepper nuggets to count as a complete. So whether you finish it first or finish it late, you will not be counted as a complete until all Ghost Peppers are gone. Next, seasoned veterans will know there is no sauce, no water, meaning the drink must be juice or soda. No restrictions on how much refills that you can get, as long as you finish the nuggets. Next, the no puking when competition is still alive, because if someone does puke while your team is competing, it will DQ your entire team. So that also goes to that you cannot leave the Burger King for an extended amount of time. Next, and this is looking at a particular group of people, no performance enhancing drugs. You know what I mean by that, so you better not go to Nugget Day stoned, because if we can smell it off you and we can see it off you, then you cannot compete. Next, of course, the final rule is the fastest to finish all nuggets win. And my favorite rule, Peter must ask the cashier if they are playing RuneScape. If not, he must explain what it is. So these are the default nugget rules that have been, put in place in previous years, but slightly modified for team. So to reiterate, if anyone is watching and wants to screenshot the rules, 40 nuggets per person, Ghost Pepper requirements, no sauce, no water, no puking during competition, no performance enhancing drugs, and fastest to finish all wins. So, for those not familiar, let me introduce your team captains. On team 1, our captain, the one, the only, Andrew, the Nugget Goblin. So just a little bit, for those that don't know, Andrew is a 3-time Nugget Day champion. He has finished every season there has been a Nugget Day, and looks to take the throne from Conrad. On the other side, I've already said his name. You know who he is. It's King Conrad, the defending Nugget Day champion, and to history, the fastest Nugget time. So this is going to be a very interesting match. We got two Goliaths heading both teams, and with Team Andrew getting the first pick. But who are they picking from? This year's competitors. We have a group of 16 Nugget Day warriors, which means it's going to go down to 9 people per team, including the captain. So let's get on with the draft, starting with Team Andrew.
Alrighty. My first pick
these photos.
is Raphael.
Oh my gosh!
I knew
Raphael! To go over who Raphael is. Raphael is an up-and-coming Nugget Day rookie. So he was projected to be the top 3 picks. Off the books, unofficially, we've seen him actually eat Ghost Pepper nuggets and regular nuggets 50 to faster, arguably, than Conrad's recorded time. But we have yet to see how he'll perform on an actual Nugget Day. So let me just add that in. So first pick going over to Team Andrew with Raphael. Conrad, who are you picking? Oh, I forgot to say, sorry, before we continue. Andrew, what's the reasoning behind choosing Raphael? It's his first Nugget Day. It's his Nugget Day debut.
It is. What can I say? I believe in the new and upcoming talent, and I must say, when I watched him devour those nuggets, without even knowing that, and without even being timed, he devoured them faster than Conrad could possibly imagine. So, I'm very excited for this new talent.
Okay, so now we have Conrad, who is gonna be your first pick.
Well, my first pick would have been Raph as well. So I will have to take John as my first pick.
Oh, John. So for those of you that don't know, to give some context on John, John was our Nugget Renegade. So he did push the Nugget Day meta. He's been in the top 3 of the all times he's competed in Nugget Day. And before John came in, it was just casual eating, just whoever finished, happened to finish first. but John was the one who pushed it and pushed one of our, the greatest Nugget Day champion to have ever existed so far, Andrew, to his limits during our quarantine Nugget Day. So that's first pick to Conrad. So Andrew, who are you gonna answer with?
So, John, right from under my feet, but he wasn't even my second pick. Because I'm going with more new talent, Tristan.
Tristan, an unexpected pick. Another Nugget Day debut. Andrew has only drafted rookies. So we have the casual Nugget enjoyer. So he is seen as a sleeper pick. So we shall see how he performs. But wow, why Tristan? Again, another rookie.
Dude, I think the guy has heart. I think he's got spirit, and I think he's got a will. And that's what I'm looking for on my team. I need someone who's going to push forward and devour some nuggets.
Sorry, before I continue, let me just fix up the stream here. 1 second. Oop.
Oh boy.
So everyone take breaks for now, just to, catch up. But
Andrew, were those the two that you messaged Martin earlier? Or was it John and Raph?
Yeah, it was those two.
Raph and Tristan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
what an unexpected pick. Tristan. 2 rookies so far. For those that don't know, Conrad came out of nowhere. He was the Nugget Day dark horse. No one expected him to win, but all of a sudden he has summoned the grace of God to help him finish Nugget Day last year and went through with it. Honestly, I thought he was gonna puke, but he just went through with it. So let's go back to the draft board here. So Tristan as Andrew's second pick. Oops, sorry. Oops, spoilers. So Conrad, who is gonna be your second pick?
So my next one, someone I haven't spoken to really, but they were big talk last Nugget Day. I'm gonna go with Chase.
Chase! Oh my gosh. Let's see. The McDouble legend. Last season, he got folded by temperature. His nuggets were too hot. So we shall see if he can stand the heat this year. He has yet to finish a Nugget Day, so he was talking a lot, like you said. But this is going to be an interesting pick so far.
That's a really good picture. I just want to say.
I think he deserves a second chance. So I like to see where he takes this team.
Okay, so Andrew, third pick. Who is it gonna be?
So look, I've thought long and hard about this one, and to be honest, this may make or break our run. But this individual, he's always been a runner-up, but he just fails right at the end, and it's Peter. But this year,
God,
I will be dragging his lifeless corpse across the finish line.
Big Pete. So Big Pete, an OG Nugget Day veteran. I think he's been there for all except for, I think, the quarantine one. That's the one time he had to take a break, had to step down, but back into it. So he does have 2 Nugget Day finishes under his belt, but he is a known choker. Pause. He can never finish the last 3, last 4. So let's see if he could do it. But also, with the Ghost Pepper meta coming in this season, Peter supposedly can't handle spice, so maybe he can tank the rest of those. So we shall see. Peter being the third pick for Team Andrew. Conrad, how are you gonna answer?
I'm gonna respond. I have a lot of hope in this guy, and I think he has a good chance. I will take Joseph.
Joseph, Mr. Sarnia himself, or otherwise known as Mr. UPS, because he will finish the Nuggets in 1 to 3 business days, the slowest Nugget Day finish in history. He was injured last season, so unfortunately he could not come. So we have yet to see how he performs in person on LAN. But wow, the Sarnian man gets drafted top 3 by Team Conrad. Andrew, who is your 4th pick?
Amusing pick, but I'm gonna answer with Jacob. I think Jacob performed well. He may have not finished, but he performed well, and that's what I'm looking for. And the guy's a beast. Let's be honest. Come on now.
Jacob, the sophomore competitor. He is a known, personal performance-enhancing drug user. So we'll see how that goes. Make sure that he's all clean before the the competition. But speaking to Jacob earlier in the day, it looks like he is hungry for that first win. So we shall see if he can finally get it this Team Nugget Day.
Okay.
Conrad, who are you?
Very good choice. That was a very good choice. I will be honest. I am making this team up on the spot. I did not do a lot of preparation in advance. But I will, for my fourth member on my team, I will take on. I don't know if I do this. Do I do this? Okay, yeah. I will. I'll take. I will take Martin.
Myself. So 2019 Nugget champion, one of the OG Nugget Day pioneers. Fun fact though, I have only finished one Nugget Day. I have never finished. I think I always top out around 44, 45. So we shall see if I can push it to kind of help Team Conrad on the way. But I also am known for, like Peter, known for the spice. So I think I can take on that, that ghost pepper minimum. Next, Andrew, who do you want on your team?
My day one. He's been on every Nugget Day. He's given it all. And he's the only known one to puke, right?
Oh, yes.
Johan.
The two. Oh my gosh.
It's Johan.
Johan, the Nugget Day champion. He has shaped Nugget Day rules. He does have 3 Nugget finishes with an asterisk, though, before Rule 3 implementation. But nonetheless, a solid competitor as long as he can keep it all in the stomach during the Nugget Day.
Okay.
Going back.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Team Conrad, who's the 5th pick?
I think I will take. I'll take Noah.
Noah, the big unknown. So he has been talking a lot of trash about how it's gonna be easy. He's also a known, performance-enhancing drug user. So we shall see how that plays out. But it's kind of sad to see because I know Noah's been looking to be on a team with Big Pete, but sadly the duo is split up. So let's see what happens when they have to face each other.
No.
Okay. Andrew.
All right, this is
back
to
the bottom of the barrel now.
Yeah. This is where it starts to get tough because relative, all these people are the same level, relatively. But I mean, look at what I've drafted so far. We need a little more oomph in there, and that's why I'm going to go for the content king himself, Joey.
Whoa.
Joey
Okay.
going in as the 6th pick for Team Andrew. Joey, the hyped up 2019 Nugget Day draft going in, but he was a bust, but known as the content machine and for his unorthodox eating techniques. So maybe he could be used as a distraction for Team Conrad, kind of distract them from eating nuggets if he goes too far. But wow, Conrad, how did you respond to that pick?
Oh boy, that's a hard one to react to. At this point, I don't have a lot of information based on most of the people here. I'll be honest, when I was competing myself, the only thing on my mind was the prize. I could not afford a lot of time to scout other people out and see what the competition was like. I was too busy praying, as some people were saying. I will have to go with Andre.
The Zootopia enthusiast himself, a sophomore competitor trying to chase that first finish. So a lot of unknowns to Andre, but we shall see if he can step up for Team Conrad. Okay, down to the last 4 in the draft. Who is it going to be?
Look. I think we need some more storylines here. I see Joseph on Conrad's team, and there's kind of an infamous feud of Milton v. Sarnia.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have to take Jared for the sake of content.
Jared, another Miltonian, pioneered the oil technique, and I quote, because they are hot and oily, they're going to slide down my gullet a lot faster and I consumed more. But all this man did was 8:20. He ate dinner and left. Coincidence that both Miltonians got folded by oil? Maybe they don't have deep fryers back where they're from, but we shall see if he can step up this year. Jared going in as the second last pick for Team Andrew. Conrad, who is yours going to be?
That's a very good pick. I think I will have to take on Daniel.
Oh, Daniel, the captain, the grinder. This man, every time he's mad on League or Valorant, bro, I hear him gritting his teeth. Can he put nuggets in between that and swallow them a lot quicker? And also going to be his Nugget Day debut. So we shall see how he performs for his first Nugget Day. And now time. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say if Daniel can put the amount of energy he puts into Flame towards eating nuggets, I have a lot of hope in this team.
Okay. Look at that, Daniel. If you're listening, your team captain is counting on you. But now down to the last two picks. Who is Andrew going to pick?
Come on, it's Brian. Come on, no.
Brian!
It's like a little cherry on top.
He is the OG Nugget Day observer. He was there for the first Nugget Day, but he did not compete. He only watched and ate chicken fries. He does have 3 Nugget finishes on his belt, though, and he is big. So I think that's going to play an important factor into Team Brian. And by formalities,
yes,
Conrad, who is your last pick?
So I will take on Lucy.
Lucy, so another Nugget rookie. So a big unknown as well. No Nugget Day finishes, no prior history. Maybe there's going to be that kind of, that chemistry built in with Chase since you have both of them. So hopefully that will contribute to your finish. But this has been the draft. So right here, you can see on your screen which team you belong to if you are going to compete in Nugget Day. But wow, what a roster assembled for both sides. And kind of an interesting first 2 picks from both sides, I'd say. I did know with some insider information that Raphael is the top was the top prospect. So Raphael, if you're watching, a lot is on your shoulders to perform. But I think the second picks are a lot more surprising. Obviously, if they pick Raphael, you're gonna have to go with John. But Tristan, a Nugget Day rookie, his debut Nugget Day. I do know that Tristan is competitive, but can he put all those nuggets inside of him for the sake of Team Andrew? Chase, again, first impressions, they do last, and he did not perform on his first Nugget Day. So maybe he's trying to, counter that, but we shall see. But, let's look at the top 4 picks here for Team Andrew. Raph, Tristan, Peter, Jacob all have participated in only 2 of them have participated in Nugget Day before. Peter, known choker, one of the weakest mentals in the Nugget Day, in Nugget Day history. Can he push himself to finish more than 40? Even though technically it is 40 nuggets per person, each player can, take on more than their allotted count. So we shall see. Jacob has yet to finish a Nugget Day. So maybe he just wants to get that first win. And Team Nugget Day, for a lot of these people, could be that first time they finish in Nugget Day history. So we shall see. But Team Conrad, John Chase, Joseph Martin. So what can I say about Joseph? Joseph, he's only competed in 1 Nugget Day so far, so we don't have that much data from him. But if I get the producers in my ear to pull up the stats for me, he finished in 1 hour and 24 minutes, 50 nuggets. That is a very long time. So if I don't know how the meta is going to be this Team Nugget Day, but if you're playing for scaling, if you're playing for late, maybe Joseph is the proper pick. And then Martin, the one-time champion. I'm going to have to see if I can pull it out of me to, get that championship performance again. But as most team games are, it might come down to a battle of the bottom frags. So our bottom 4 for Team Andrew, Johan, Joey, Jared, and Brian. Johan changed the game. For better or for worse, who could say? But he definitely changed Nugget Day. So he is a legend, one of the OGs. Forced against his will, to be honest, to be drafted into Nugget Day, but has since appeared in every single one. Joey, everyone was hyped up for Joey. I'm not kidding. If I had to compare to the NBA, they were saying this guy was the next LeBron. you know, he was gonna be out there performing, just consuming nuggets left and right. But you know, the way he consumed them, highly questionable. Jared, the other Miltonian on the other side. As I said, this man only ate 20 and left last year and blamed it on the temperature and immediately folded. So who knows if he can perform. And Brian, honestly, he's had 2 or 3 nugget finishes. I'm quite shocked that he actually made it as the last pick on Team Andrew. I expected him to be a lot higher. I think, you know, this is a slip through the cracks, but we shall see. With Team Conrad's bottom 4, Noah, Andre, Daniel, and Lucy. So Andre, I think he is the only person that has competed in Nugget Day before out of these 4. But, you know, I think if we had to go look at someone, if we had to keep our eye out on anyone in this bottom 4, it would have to be Noah. Noah's been talking a lot. You know, he's saying he can K these nuggets, he can kill it. But, you know, that's only if his test comes out negative. So we have to see, because you know, as some of our viewers have mentioned, Noah can't eat without drugs. So it's a matter of time whether or not Noah can actually even show up at Nugget Day. And for those that don't know, for those who are listening, whether you're competing or not, if you're just curious, if any person on either teams cannot make it to Nugget Day, then we will still continue. There will be no balancing. I did mention to these 2, you know, captains that keep in mind that you have to drop for the flop factor. So if someone doesn't show up on your team, you're still gonna have that, you know, that the same amount of nuggets as even if they were there, and you're just gonna have to compensate. So be sure, you know, to team captains, inspire your players to join in on Nugget Day and be there on time. But that concludes this year's draft this year's Nugget Day. It is going to be our 6th season on Friday, October 7th, 2022. So we shall see, and be on the lookout for some, some promo vids on learning about your 2 team captains here, as well as the rest of the team. So this is Martin, Commissioner Martin, signing out.